What's happening? It's your girl, Rika Nadine, aka Period Poo. And you're tuning into yet another episode of Sippin to Nene. Look, I'm trying to get myself together because it's giving too much. But yeah. What's poppin'? It's your girl, Rika Nadine, aka Nene. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, and for those who are going to watch the playback, thank you so much. If you're watching from YouTube, thank you. Make sure you subscribe and push that notification bell, and leave a comment down below. I feel like I'm rushing. No need to rush. But we're going to go out Drop of Jesus. Our Drop of Jesus is Psalms 40:1-2, and it reads, I waited patiently for the Lord to help me, and He turned to me and heard my cry. He lifted me out of the pit of despair, out of the mud and the myrrh. He set my feet on solid ground, and He steadied me as I walked along. That was the Drop of Jesus for our episode. Psalms 41-2. So that's your Drop of Jesus, period, Pooh. So we have a very special guest on today. Like I said, if you're watching the playback or you're listening on radio or podcast, wherever you're listening from, I want to thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of Sippin' Tea with Nene, period, Pooh. So let me read her bio. I'm gonna read a little bit of her bio and then we're gonna pop her in. Let's go to it. I'm excited. I'm nervous but excited. And your girl's always nervous, honestly. If that's like a fun fact, I'm always nervous. Even though I don't seem like I'm always nervous. Always. Okay, here it is. She is known as the Prophet of Pain. She's from Chicago. She's from Chicago. She is currently based in Atlanta. Hotlanta, as my sisters say. She has a beautiful voice. There's so much here. She has channeled her pain through her music, creating raw and emotional sound that resonates deeply with listeners. Her unapologetic, honest lyrics tackles themes of heartbreak, loss, resilience, and her girl, I don't even know how to read. Y'all pray for me. I don't even know how to read at this point. A beautiful voice paired with her intimate and introspective lyrics to make for a powerful listening experience. Anyway, I'm already looking dyslexic on here. So without further ado, I hope I pronounced her artist name right. Is it Kiwi Sol? Here she is, girl.
Hello.
How are you?
Hold on, I got something in my teeth. My friend was just like, you got something in your teeth. Hey, boo.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
Did I pronounce your name right? Thank you for coming. Did I pronounce your name right?
Yes, Kiwi Sol. You said it perfect.
Okay, perfect. Because I be getting it messed up and I be having to apologize. So,
yeah.
Hey.
I'm bad with names too. Don't worry about it. I'm really bad with names.
I don't even know what. Anyway, that's besides the point. Hey. So let us know how you got into the music industry.
Okay, so I've actually been singing since I was a little girl. My parents, they used to have a church and I would like sing in the choir and stuff like that. And then I used to always do poetry. Like right before my mom would preach, she would like ask me like, write something for me. And I was like, okay, I figured that I was good at these two things. And I went to college for theater. And I thought that was going to be my path. But then like, I don't know, I was like praying and meditating one day. And I was just like, God, I just felt like, I know that I'm good at this acting stuff, but like there's something just doesn't feel right. And so I went through like a bunch of tests and trials trying to figure out different paths for myself that was outside of music and stuff. And then I went through like an abusive relationship. And it was like, one day I like woke up out of it and I was just like, I heard like the spirit say, I was like, move to Atlanta. Like everything in me was just like, go to Atlanta right now. And then I didn't hesitate. I like called up some people. I was like, hey, can you help me get to Atlanta? I was like, I don't know like why I feel like I need to get down there, but like I just feel like I need to. I was like, I just need to go. And so at that time I called my cousin. I was like, hey, I'm gonna come out there. And she's like, oh, like I'm dating a producer right now. He's looking for some artists. And I was like, I was like, I might, I was like, you think you'd be willing to like hear something else? She's like, have you ever written a song before? I was like, no, but I know how to write. And she was like, okay, cool. So she was like, I'll set something up. I got out there, I sang for him, and then like he sat there for a minute. He's like, I'm gonna help you. And so after that, my music career just like been taking off. I just haven't stopped. I really found my passion. It was like God called me down there and he lined everything up for me perfectly to show me that this is what I was supposed to be doing.
That's beautiful. It's crazy how God could take a situation such as an abusive relationship and birth something so beautiful, after the relationship. And that's crazy that you said that, because honestly, that's how I came to God myself. Like,
yep.
Like I was dealing with some guy and I was like, God, it's either I'm about to take him out or you got to take me out of this.
You're gonna have to remove me from this situation, cuz.
Literally, because it was that bad. Like, and that's how, growing up in the church, you see people, you see the miracle signs and wonders and things, but to know them for yourself and to have that journey for yourself, it just hits different. So I love
it really does.
So with your move to Atlanta, what was some challenges that you had to face?
Okay, what challenges? I'm still facing them to this day. It's an adjustment. It's more of like a culture shock than anything else. Like, I don't know. In Chicago, everything's very fast paced, and it's like the way that people move about getting it is like more businessy. And I would say coming down here, it's like you got to be more savage. You got to be ruthless. Like if this is what you want, it's hundreds and thousands of people that came down here for the same thing. So it's like that was like the biggest challenge that I'm getting over. It's just like, okay, I'm like very passive and sweet and stuff like that, but coming down here, it's like, I know if you want your dreams, you got to really chase it and be hungry for it. So like that's my biggest challenge, is like getting out of my shell and being like a savage sometimes, because people will try you out here. You have to, okay, look, I know I believe in the Lord and I know I'm okay, but this is what he called me to do. So you try to take my spot. Yeah, you try to take my spot. Yeah. So yeah, that was my biggest, that's what I would say. I'm going through that. Like, okay, what's the line? Like, when am I taking it too far? Am I being like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like finding that line in the industry of like knowing who's really there for me and who's not. Like you have to, it's very, very different. In Chicago, everybody's family based a little bit more. Like you don't really talk to anybody unless you know them type vibes. But yeah, that would say that.
I've heard a lot of interesting things about the music industry in Atlanta. Let's just say that. I've heard
Girl.
I thought like New York was bad.
No.
But like a lot of people don't realize love and hip hop, half of that stuff be real. It's just the characters on there be fake.
Yeah.
The situations be real though.
They saw something, they be sitting there, they see a crazy situation, they're like, yep, that'll make a good show.
Right. Let's put it on the next episode. Right. I love it. So, according to your bio, your music is inspired from different pain that has been in through your life. You even have the nickname Prophet of Pain. So, one, where'd you get that nickname? Like, who gave you that name?
Terrell, I don't know if you know Terrell. Terrell, my manager, gave me that name. He's one of the first few people that like really sat down and like heard my story. And so like, as he was hearing it and stuff like that, he's like, I'm gonna help you come up with a bio, help you like come up with something. And he's like, we're gonna call you the Prophet of Pain. Like, I was like, I like that. Like, okay. I was like, I like that, because some of the songs I write are about situations that I haven't been through yet, but I know people that are probably going through it. And it'd be like, my spirit would be like, okay, this is what you need to talk about. And then maybe a few months later, I'll go through it and I'll need my song. So it'd be like, okay, maybe I am a prophet with this lyric stuff, because sometimes the way that I write music, the words literally just come to me. So he noticed that. He was like, okay. He was like, I'm gonna call you the Prophet of Pain. And I was like, okay, that's cool with me. So yeah, it was just,
I'm sorry. You can keep going.
No, you're good. I'm done. I was done.
Okay, so I know who your music is inspired by, but let the people who are listening and watching, who is your music inspired by?
I love Etta James. I don't know if he told you that, but I am inspired by Etta James, all the oldies but goodies. I don't know, something about her story, and like in comparison to mine, I am, if you've seen the Cadillac Records, I am a victim of falling in love with somebody I know I ain't got no business falling in love with, because they said the right things to me. And Etta, like, she sang with her passion. A lot of her best songs was being in those situations, and like those are the hit records. I love me some Etta. She inspires me to just be free and just like pour your heart out on the track. It'll work out someday. I know we live in this fast pace, like everybody wants to dance era, but no, just like Etta stuck out, I'm gonna stick out. Yeah, Etta James is the answer to that, always and forever.
I love that. Etta James, that's an amazing artist to pick. I don't hear too many. Well, some artists pick it, but not. I won't say they pick her style of music, if that makes sense. They pick her. I don't even know how to say it. They pick her, but they don't really pick her, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I like how you picked her because she's a really, like, I feel like out of all the artists from that generation, I feel like she's not talked about enough. Like,
she's not. She has hits all everywhere. Like, At Last, there's not one person in this world you can't walk up to them and say, At Last. Like, everybody knows that song.
Right.
Everybody.
I agree. So yeah, Etta James is a good pick. Where do I want to go next? Okay, tell us your writing process. So when you're writing these songs, what's your writing process look like?
Okay, so it's recently changed, but like 2 days ago it changed just because I'm with a new engineer now, so he's challenging me to like see how much I can write. But I usually, here's how it goes. I'll like have a beat pack sent to me or a couple beats sent to me, and then I'll like listen to them. With most artists, they'll probably say the similar things, but like you just know what beats for you and what's not. Like with me, because I feel like I'm connected to God, like he'll stop me in my tracks and the lyrics will just start pouring out of my mouth. Like, or I'll just be like, okay, let me get a notepad and I need to write these lyrics down right now. My writing process is very simple. I pray and I'll be like, okay, God, what's the sound? Or like, what is this beat trying to tell me? And then he'll be like, okay, let's listen. So we'll listen and we'll go through songs, and then one of them will just stop me, and then I'll just start writing. And then whatever I don't feel in, I'll go back later and just go over the song over and over again and read what it is that came to me while I'm writing, and it'll be like, okay, let's put the pieces together. Like, let's make this a story, because I believe that, like, music is rhythm and blues. It's like, okay, let's finish this story. What part of yourself are you talking about? And I kind of just base a story around it. Or I'll like write a poem, and then I'll be like, okay, let's see if this fits into the lyrics, and whatever doesn't, and whatever does. But yeah, I kind of write it like a story. Okay. Let the beat talk to me.
I also like how you mentioned the skill of like process of elimination. Like, if it fits, it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. We're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
Here's a question. What do you want listeners to know about your ministry? That's a good question.
So with my music, when you listen to it, it's just like I want you to have a safe place to heal, or like feel like it's okay to not be okay, because I think that it took me a while to get there with our culture and our people. It's like asking for help is hard, or like really realizing that you like, hey, my help may be deeper than just like needing a couple extra dollars, or that may be deeper. I might need to go to therapy and get some help, but I don't feel comfortable saying that to anybody. Or I don't feel comfortable going there yet. My music, I want it to be, it's okay. Like, you went through this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's okay. You went through this and you're hurting, and you might not have anybody to talk about it, but you can listen to my music and you can know that there's somebody out here that went through the same thing. So like, I want, just like God, like, it's like you may feel like you're alone, but when you listen to my music, just know that somebody out here has gone through the same thing, and I'm with you. Like, I'm here. We're here with each other. That's what I want people to take away from my music, and from when they hear my voice, is that like, hey, you're not alone. Whether I've gone through it or not, I've gone through something, and I'm sure that we can sit and we can talk this out, or you could just sit here and you can lay with me and listen to my voice tell you how to get over it, listen to my voice, agree with you, like, hey, yeah, that is messed up that he did that to you, that did hurt. So what are we going to do about it? We're going to cry, because that's what you feel like you need to do, instead of trying to rush through emotions. That's what I want. I want people to just take the time to heal. That my music gives that to them. Just take the time to heal, feel your emotions.
That's a gem. Don't rush through your emotions.
Yeah.
Our dream collaboration. You don't know how to spell. Ooh. What's your dream collaboration?
What is my dream collaboration? Dang, that's a good question. Okay, of course. Wow, my dream collaboration. I have like actually never even thought about it. Okay, okay, I have a couple of them. In there, just like different categories. Like for singing wise, I want to sing with Jasmine real bad, but I gotta practice and I gotta get up to her level. I want to sing with Jasmine really, 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 really bad. I want to make a song. But performing wise, I would love to collab with either Beyonce or Tiana Taylor, because Tiana Taylor, she be performing, and so do Beyonce. They put on shows, and that's what I want to do, is put on a show. So yeah, it'll be Beyonce or it'll be Jasmine. One of those two.
Okay, Tiana. Tiana do put on a show, that's for sure.
She do. She put on a show, honey.
Those are entertainers. Those aren't musicians. Those are entertainers.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm trying to be. You're what?
Amen. My next question is, out of 2023, we're in a new year. Wait, this is Black History Month. Let's back
Yes,
up.
period. Happy Black History Month.
Right, happy Black History Month.
Yeah.
But as we step into this new year fully, what does your 2023 look like so far?
It's actually super like jam-packed. So I have a single coming out. It's my first feature that I've like put out. I have a single coming out at the end of the month, and then I have a couple photo shoots that I'm doing, and then we're shooting a video EP that's going to be coming out later in the year. So it's back to back to back stuff, and then I also do my acting stuff. So I have this murder mystery that I'm in, and then we're doing a combo show where we're doing 3 plays in one night, like a whole day. We have a dinner and stuff like that. I'll have that show coming up. And I have a lot. This is a busy year. 2023 is exactly what I want it to be, though, to show me like this is the lifestyle I'm supposed to be living. But I also have like an audio book that I'm in that we're doing a voice play of it. We're going to be doing that next month. So yeah, 2023 is looking good. It's looking pretty busy. I'm doing a competition with Coast to Coast Live that's coming out to Atlanta in March for a chance to get signed and stuff like that. But yeah, it's back-to-back busyness, y'all. Stay tuned.
Booked and busy. I get it. I love it. So you talked about a single. I want the tea. Tell us about the new single that's coming out.
Yes. This one is a little toxic, okay? This is my first R-rated song. I want to say that. It's not me that says the R-rated song. It's the rapper on there. I just have to give a warning. But so this song is a conversation between a girl that's never experienced real love before, so the only thing that she's used to is toxicness and narcissistic men. That's the word, narcissistic men. And so she's telling him like, hey, she doesn't understand why she's so infatuated with this, but it's all she knows. So it's like, hey, I'm gonna wait for you to reply. I'm waiting for you to reply to me. Like, I done had a couple drinks. Like, it's a conversation between two people, and he comes on with a normal like, hey, you like chill out. I'm still a guy from Atlanta. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love you and I mess with you. You know how the toxic guys be like, I love you, I mess with you, but I can't really do that. But I'll buy you flowers and I'll make you feel good, but I can't commit to you. I can't give you the love that you need. It's a conversation between those two sides, like the empath and the narcissist.
Hey, I'm excited. Mm-hmm. I'm excited because, yeah, let me not say why I'm excited, but I'm excited that you are booked and busy for 2023. I feel like 2023 is going to be the year of impossible for so many people. Yeah, the underdogs. This is our year. Like the people who've been slept on. This is our year, I promise y'all. So if you're listening or watching and you're losing hope, you're like, I'm pushing, and nothing's coming forth, keep plowing, sis.
Keep going. Come on.
Your harvest is coming. And
woo, keep digging.
Is good. So at the end of the day, we're not supposed to be serving him to get something. We're supposed to be serving him because he's God.
Exactly. Okay? Let him do the rest.
Period. So, during Christmas time, I was asking people like, oh, what are you doing to get back for Christmas? So because it's Black History Month, what are you going to do to support the African-American culture?
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm actually glad you asked this today because I have a friend of mine. He's doing this thing where he's going out and he's finding people of color and that are homeless and he's giving them makeovers. So I told him that like, hey, I want to help you be a part of that. So I think that this month because they literally just started today. I couldn't do it because I was like, I got an interview. I got stuff to do, guys. I got to go. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm going to help them. We're going to find people because, Atlanta is full of them. And so many of us are on the streets or we're junkies, like we're messed up. So it's like this opportunity to really show them like, hey, you still got it in you and you have the potential to be great. That's what our people need. We just need to be re-inspired. So yeah, I'm gonna be a part of that.
Wow, that is so amazing. That is such a brilliant idea. Because not only like when you give them their makeover, they can apply for jobs.
Yeah.
There's so many things they could do with. I
And
know.
they're taking them out. So
Right.
tonight they're giving him the makeover today, and he's giving him like because one of my friends is a barber, and the other one he does like videos and pictures and stuff like that. So they're giving him a makeover, and they're taking him out tonight so he can get some like professional shots, like so, just make him feel like a celebrity. Like I feel like that's what a lot of these people need. Just like, hey, you're worth something more than this. Like, come on, wake up, you a star. All of us
Right.
are.
Beautiful. Oh my goodness. Don't make me cry on my show.
I'm sorry.
That is beautiful. So if somebody was listening to the show right now or watching you right now, and before we leave, they take something away from you and they haven't heard your music, they haven't heard you sing. Okay. What is something that you can tell them, like, okay, this is who I am, and this is the sound that you're going to get, if that makes sense, without hearing the music?
Okay. You're going to hear brokenness. That's going to be the first thing you hear. A lot of people say that they don't expect my voice to sound the way it does, but I literally write everything that I'm going through. So when you hear my music, you're going to hear a girl that's just broken and trying to find her way like everybody else. And she's looking for a place to feel at home. And that place for me is the studio right now. It's music. So when you hear my music, that's what it should feel like. It's like, okay, yeah, this is, she's just trying to make it through. It's a girl that puts her heart on paper. I put my heart on paper and I take it to the studio with me and I leave it there. So there's pieces of me all over Atlanta.
Period. That is beautiful. I want to thank you so much for coming on, chatting, and being real and being honest. Just honestly hearing. I think the music is great. Don't get me wrong. Because y'all put money in it. So it's great. And y'all put everything in it. But to hear the artist, like outside of the music, have a one-on-one with the artist is a beautiful thing. Because you get to connect and you get to feel like, okay, like I want to support this artist because I really like her. Or I really am enjoying her music. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like you too. I like your hair, boo. We out here, color hair. Okay. Period. Okay.
I want to thank you so much for coming on. There's one more question. What are your hobbies?
What are my hobbies? So y'all are gonna think I'm so like crazy. You're like, this all you do is perform all day? When I'm not here, I promise. I promise when I'm not writing or in the studio, I'm at a dance studio or something. Like I cannot stop moving my body. I gotta be, I don't know. I like to dance. I'm definitely an adventurer. Like I want to go indoor skydiving. I like to read. I'm that person. Like I like to read just because it helps me with my writing. I'm always thinking about bettering myself as an artist. I love to go shopping. There we go. That's a hobby.
Okay, that's a hobby.
Yeah, shopping is a big hobby for me. It's a big hobby. But yeah, mostly if I'm not writing music or something, I'm probably at a dance class or something or hanging out with my friends. I'm a very homebody-ish, like cuddly, like, hey, can we hang out today? Like, I miss you guys. Girl, yeah.
Lover girl. That's what it's giving. Lover girl.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. Yeah, and he says speak. Come on, Bishop. But yes, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure having you. Once you get the new single, I want to hear it. I want to talk more about it. But yeah, I want to thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me on here. This was awesome. I'm getting better and better at my interviewing skills. So I thank you for being patient with me. I'm glad I really appreciate you for having me on. Thank you, everyone that's watching. I really appreciate you guys for the love and support and the awesome questions. You made me think. I had some questions I never thought about.
That's what we're here. No, I'm kidding. But no, until next time, you guys, remember, nobody can be you, but you still be the best version of you. And that's on period.
Oh, period. Ah.